I will say women have one natural predator, and that's men. And we need to start raising our youth with the knowledge that all men, and maybe some jujitsu. But more of our sisters would be alive if we just raised all women to understand that all men, and that the exception to the rule is going to have to prove it day after day after day because 99.9% of you are all men. And we can't tell the difference. And at any point, you could join the group of all men. But the same is also true for all women, well, all white women. Our survival technique has always been to align ourselves with white men. And if we are in danger, that keep sweet voice will save our lives, even if it will end somebody else's. As a white woman, I know I have a keep sweet voice. I don't want to use it, ever. But there is a part of my brain that knows I absolutely have it because I've heard it my entire life. I think it's what freaks me out the most about Paris Hilton is when you hear her normal voice and you hear how intelligent she is. To know that her fame is doing the exact thing that white women do, hypersexualizing themselves and using the keep sweet voice. And she will tell you that she learned that keep sweet voice from her mother, who uses it to manipulate her father. The basis of their fame is exactly the thing that at any point they could pivot and just, get a minority thrown in jail for life. Get them killed. I felt threatened. That's hot. I was scared. White women are incredibly dangerous to the minority population because we sound like this 99.9% of the time. But at any point, if we are threatened and we can throw somebody else under the bus, all we have to do is raise our voice a couple octaves and sound like a small child, and we will save ourselves, and somebody else will suffer the consequence. I mean, clearly we figured it out. As a safety survival technique, it's not like it came from a good place, but it's like a little ripcord. It's the easy button. If we're ever in trouble, just keep it sweet. The crowd with a blue bracelet. Well, if I wear a blue bracelet, if I spend $14.99, I can prove I'm safe. Like, no. It doesn't matter if that bracelet was $1,400. It's a bracelet. It's your vocal cords that are most dangerous, but also your actions. There was a clip early on in COVID of a woman in a mall. She's on the floor, her legs are twitching, like, don't film me! It looks ridiculous on camera, but, that's worked for white women for centuries. I'm scared! For the terrible times we are in and the worst times to come, I keep on saying this, one of the very few things that we will have of value is the truth. And the more truth we have, and the more we understand that that truth is uncomfortable as it is for all of us, if we can work from that and work our way back up, we will be in a better place. Because you've been invited to a barbecue, and just because you have a black friend, and just because you know that there is more than one black hair texture, does not make you safe for the minority cultures. If you expect all men, you have to understand all white women. It's a conversation we need to have, and it's especially a conversation we need to be having with the younger generations. Maybe you can't sway the hearts and minds of some of the elders, but teach your children from a very young age, all men and all white women, and put the expectation that your daily behavior has to prove you're not, your daily behavior. The men who argue against, well, not all men, are part of all men. And the white women who argue, not all white women, all white women. Is I'll tell you, as a white woman, I can't hide it. All white women, I know how to alter my voice and I know what I can say. And it's not that it was ever a conversation that was had. Nobody ever sat me down and was like, okay, you're white. Here's how to stay safe. But I absolutely know I could. So yeah, all white women. And I have to spend every single day making sure to try to undo that.